What's up, coaches and trainers? The drill or the series that we have for you guys today is going to be a game enhancement or a game improvement series. And what we're going to do, what I call it, is a white guy package. Now, the reason why I call it a white guy package is because it's unathletic, but it gets the job done. It's very efficient. Okay, so when we get into this move, we get into the series, if I ever go against an athletic or a quicker guard, I'm going to make sure what I do is I show my back to them, and I'm going to dribble back down while keeping my chin over my inside shoulder. So a lot of times when we get into an offensive set, like using getting a horn screen set for us, or a step-up screen, defender will be aware that the screen is coming. So they have two options. They have a couple of options, a couple of main options. One, they can either force toward the screen and push over the top if there's going to be a help. So a big hedge or a help. The second option would be to directly turn it down. So to jump over ball side to try to take me away from using that screen. Now, in this series or in this set, if I'm dribbling back down, showing that butt with the inside hip, okay, I'm going to pocket that dribble, pull the ball back into my stance. If my defender decides to jump ball side, I can quickly seal and turn that outside hip to put my defender in jail, so now I can run to new space. If my defender decides to force or allow me to get to that position, and I continue to bump and back down, now I can put them into a direct line of approach, getting them down to the level of the screen, so that way I can seal, shield, and attack downhill for the screen. So the series that we're going to do today is going to be out of the horns action, but please understand, please know that you guys can use this out of the step up. You guys can use it out of the sideline. It just depends. Okay, make sure that we have space and awareness over who's guarding us. Typically, this is going to be done in the open court, so back here towards the half court, so that way your teammate has, or your players have time and space to operate. You don't want to do it too deep on the perimeter, because then you have to worry about help side coming back around and picking you from behind. So we want to make sure we give that spatial separation. We allow ourselves to go into this move by giving us space to operate. So we're going to go through a couple reps right here. You guys are going to see. I'll try to talk you through it so that way you guys understand where the defense is playing in certain circumstances. But please understand that we want to be slow, controlled, okay, and patient as we go through this series. Let's go. Let's take a look. Okay, so I'm going to back down my defender. He's on this bottom hip. As soon as I get to the top line of that screen, pulling ball to pocket and attacking downhill from that horns action screen. If that defender decides to overplay, maybe he starts getting frustrated, then I'm slowly backing him down. He starts to jump that ball. Now I can spin seal, and I can run opposite direction, maybe right down the gut to get into that pull. Now, once again, make sure, right now I can do these things because I have time and space. It's just me on the court. Make sure you put your players in game situations. Don't just run to the middle if we got another screen, another horns action screens coming from the other side. Understand what situation you're working with, so that way you can make the right read, the correct play. Angle, draw them all the way down to the top of the screen, open up our stance, quick pull, get into our shot. Once again, change up your situations. Make sure that the player also understands that if we decide to turn this move down, especially like, say it's in a step-up situation, step-up screen. Now, you know, guys, you guys know that I love using my shoes. If I have a step-up screen being set, and I'm dribble back down, I stay in this slot, I'm dribbling at an angle, and all of a sudden my defender decides to overplay ball side. Now I get into that ice situation where I'm attacking downhill baseline. Make sure our teammate or our player knows that the screen is going to be flipped. So that way we can attack that top foot and get into that mindset, that physical mindset where we can visually see the screener flip. Okay? So even if you're working with a two-man group, okay, have that screener flip their body, flip their action, so that way we can get used to feeling our body going over that shoulder or the hip of our teammate to get into our proper read and react. You guys can work on passing options out of that. That's a whole nother segment, whole nother series. The biggest thing for today, that white guy package. Slowly controlling our body, reading and reacting to how the defender's overplaying, and then get into a patient, controlled attack. Great job, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys in the gym soon.